The thing that is most exciting about school counseling these days is that it has gone through a complete transformation in the last 10 years. We're in and out of every classroom, we're leading small groups, we're working with parents, we're working with faculty, we are working with administrators and community members.
All of our faculty bring years of experience in the field of school counseling.
The mission of our program is educational equity. We're really seeking out the students who might be falling through the cracks and thinking about individual, group, and systemic interventions.
Our students bring this social justice message and the mission to life, engaging in an action research project their second year of the program, and that action research project looks at where the needs of our students are not being met and develops an action research plan and program to address those specific needs.
A lot of people come into school counseling thinking, oh, I'm not a numbers person, I'm all about people. It's impossible to conduct and deliver a comprehensive school counseling program if you don't know what the needs of your community are and if you're not assessing whether what you're doing is effective.
Not only are we talking about social justice in all of our classes, we're living it and breathing it in our sites.
So Rooted Recovery works to improve the eating disorder recovery outcomes by bridging the gaps in care.
We're doing that by offering them a mobile application that they can access 24 hours a day. We have an interactive website where they can go and do like chat forums and get support, and then in-person coaching where the mentor, or we call them recovery guides, will come in and help them go grocery shopping or eat a meal with them or do things like that so that they're getting the extra support that they need.
We recruit, we train, and supervise graduate students and early professionals to provide in-person and sort of remote behavioral coaching and specialized support to people who are suffering.
Rooted Recovery, at least in my perspective, is roots are grounding, and that's something that we're offering to people when they're going from an environment where they feel very grounded and connected and then moving into a space where they often don't have the same connections and maybe feel like they're, just struggling or floundering a little bit, and that we come in and help ground them again, help root them into connection and community.
So the coaching, as it is an integral part of the learning program at EADA, will start right from the beginning and run right till the end. The pace of the sessions will be determined by yourself, the coachee, and the coach, in function of the topic you're working on, which can be a professional or a personal challenge. As the objective of coaching is actually to try out things at home or in the workplace you have learned in the classroom. The idea is that you have opportunities to learn, and this will probably also have an influence on how the coaching sessions are structured throughout the training program. As a general trend in all sectors, we can see that companies try to customize their products and services. And the sector of education is not an exception. And coaching is a way to actually personalize the learning experience. Typically in a classroom, there is only limited time to actually interact with a teacher. There's a lot of different teachers that come and go. So the coach and the coaching sessions are an opportunity for you to study in depth a topic that is specifically important for you. And in order to customize, to personalize an issue that you have learned about in classroom and that you would like to apply to yourself. The emphasis in the coaching sessions is on personal development, and to grow as a leader, to become a better leader at the end of the course. And as such, the coaching sessions give you an opportunity to do that and to customize this process for yourself.
If everyday problems are beginning to weigh you down, the Navy's Fleet and Family Support Centers offer clinical counseling to help you manage your stress.
Well, there's a lot of evidence out there that shows that talking to somebody in a safe setting actually helps, not only for you to feel better, but it helps solve the problem. And it definitely can help things from getting worse. You know, if you've had a recent breakup in a relationship and you're feeling a little depressed, but then that starts to get worse because you don't do anything about it, it could start affecting your work, your sleep, you know, your relationships with everybody else in your life. So it's a good idea.
For more information, go to CNIC's website, and in the Fleet and Family Readiness menu, click on Family Readiness. You'll find the link to clinical counseling in the Fleet and Family Support Program submenu. From the Defense Media Activity, I'm Petty Officer Tony Rosa.
The program here at Lewis and Clark is able to provide real-world opportunities through different classes that allow us to work with students in actual school.
Not to mention that our teachers are all, or at least a lot of them, are currently school psychologists in the schools in this area.
The student population I work with in East County, Portland, is very impacted by issues of poverty. When students' needs and basic needs aren't being met, it can affect students' families really in so many different ways. Being here as an adjunct faculty, I feel that it brings that reality to the students. I bring stories in about just a multitude of things that they will encounter from day to day.
We did a group counseling class in the David Douglas School District. We got to go into a community that could use a lot of extra assistance.
We met with them once a week and we were doing group counseling. We were talking to them about their friendships and their families and what school was like for them and all of the struggles that came with that.
Depending on a particular group, they might be more comfortable exploring bullying, or another group might want to talk about the expectations of being like a boy in middle school.
They start off by being very shy and insecure in who they are. By the end of the 8 weeks, these children really open up. They're more aware of who they are. They're not afraid to tell stories. They're not afraid to be vulnerable.
It made me feel like, wow, actually, I can make a difference in these kids' lives, even if it's just talking to them one day a week.